Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jonah. This is JhonaOhEmGee. Today I'll be reviewing Martha's Vineyard. This is season 2, episode 9. This is it, y'all. The fall of summer. This is the season finale. It was short, quick. Not a whole lot has happened, but we are here nevertheless. We will have a reunion for this season, which I'm excited about. I'm interested in how the people are going to act in real life and if they can have some dialogue and healthy conversation. So we'll see that next week. But nevertheless, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get right on into this review. So Nick was still going off about the conversation that Bria, Shanice, Noelle, and Natalie had about him being flirtatious. But I do want to add that none of the girls, those 3 girls, mainly actually said that he was handsy with them. They just mentioned that he's flirtatious and he can have a wandering eye at times, and is that respectful to his girlfriend Tasia. Like, that's really kind of the gist of what they were saying in that conversation. But of course, we know Natalie kind of went back and wanted to tell Tasia about it, about the conversation, to give her a heads up. Anyway, I felt like Natalie just really wanted some screen time, honestly, truly. But Nick was saying like they were speaking negatively on his character, but I thought it was odd, and tell me if y'all noticed this. It seemed like Nick was okay to hear that he was handsy when it came to Summer and Jordan. But for some, I guess because it seemed more plausible to him that it would coming from those 2 girls. But when it came from Bria, Shanice, and Noelle, he felt like utterly disrespected, because I guess he would never think to even be handsy with them. Am I the only one that noticed that? Like, he really turned up with Bria. Like, he thought it was a knock to his character that Bria would even think that he would be handsy with him, but he didn't think it was a knock to his character when Summer and Jordan said the same thing. So I thought that was really odd. Like I said, I think it's because he think it's more plausible coming from Summer and Jordan, because I think he may find them more attractive than Bria and Shanice and Noelle, or he just feels like he's closer to Summer and Jordan, so it's okay for them to say it rather than Bria and Shanice to say it. So anybody else picked up on that? I'm like, Nick is really turning up about this, but I'm like, didn't Summer and Jordan tell you the same thing? You ain't really turned up on them. But I did think it was funny that Natalie was completely silent during that whole conversation. I was like, girl, you slick kind of caused it, honestly, because I remember the girls, Bria and Noelle, saying like, I'm not finna tell Tasia, like, I'm not getting involved in it. That's not my ministry. She's like, she took it on her own accord that she wanted to tell Tasia about that conversation. So I'm like, and then you had a nerve to be radio silent. Like, girl, no, speak up now, girl. Speak up, Natalie. So it's the next day. Natalie and Simon are leaving. So Alex is throwing this event for the rest of the house where he will be singing. Surprise, surprise. I'm just really not excited. Like, I'm just not excited to hear Alex's voice, like, ever. Like, I don't know what it is, but I will give it to him. The scenery was absolutely beautiful. They were at this lighthouse. The sun was setting. It was a really nice space, and then they were painting while he was singing, and one of his other friends came down to help him sing, and Shanice was not here for it. She's like, this is not my idea of a good time. Like, where are the drinks? I want to be at the bar. Like, anyway, but everybody was a good sport about it. But I'm so sick of hearing Alex sing. I don't know what else to say. I'm sick of it. So after the event, Summer tells Jordan and Preston that she wants to leave the house. Like, there's just been a lot of tension in the house with her and the other ladies ever since that night that she pushed Noelle and kind of told Bria off. Even though she said her piece to Noelle and apologized, Noelle really hasn't truly forgave her, honestly. And she really never said anything to Bria. Like, she kind of told Bria off, like, that's why your man don't love you, like, that kind of thing. And she never truly apologized to Bria. So she's just been walking on eggshells around them. So she felt like it's best for her mental health and her peace to go ahead and leave the house, even though they only got 2 more days in the house anyway. But she got her flight, and that's it. Summer is out of there. So Nick and Amir go golfing, and they bring up the situation with Nick and the girls about Nick being flirtatious and the conversation around that. And so the girls, Bria, Shanice, Noelle, end up telling Nick that it was Natalie the one who wanted to bring this information to Tasia. And that's how I remember it. Like, I recall Natalie being like, well, let me tell Tasia, she really needs to know I'll tell her because I'm her friend, so it'll be better coming from me, you know. And that's how I remember it. But Amir is saying that the girls were going to already tell Tasia. And so Natalie thought it would be better to hear the information from her. But I don't remember it like that. And I might have to go rewatch that scene because I vividly remember Natalie like raising her hand, almost saying, no, I'll tell Tasia. Like she really wanted some camera time, truly, honestly. That she wanted to tell Tasia about the information because I remember Bria and Noelle like, nah, like I ain't getting involved. That's not my ministry. Like I'm not sticking my nose into people's relationships. I remember them saying that, so that's why I feel like it really came from Natalie, the one who wanted to tell Tasia. So I'm gonna tell me y'all if y'all how y'all remember that scene. I remember Natalie volunteering, but tell me what y'all think in the comments below. I might need to rewatch it to be clear for sure, but that's how I remember it. But I get it. Nick is trying to just defend his girlfriend Natalie and take up for her, and so he's saying no, telling Nick like, no, it didn't happen that way, but I think it really did. But let me tell y'all about Milo real quick. So they were chatting by the pool and Milo go running off and run through some gate and boom, y'all, he was missing. Bria was in a panic. I mean, the cast and crew, everybody was searching for Milo. Then he come running in 36 minutes later, like not a care in the world. Like everybody ain't been out here searching for you. Like Milo, where have you been? And it was scary because Bria had already just made mention that one of the hawks flying around was finna like pick his little tail up and carry him away. Like so that's why I was kind of so scared. But oh my goodness, everybody out here searching for you, Milo. And you, where was Milo? It made me think of that girl. What was that girl in Alabama that everybody was searching for her and she was just kind of like away in the woods? What was that girl name? Oh my gosh, y'all remember? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody put out a missing persons report for the girl, and she was just like chilling by the wayside. Thought somebody had snatched her up, and she snatched herself up. Oh my goodness, that's what I thought when I. That's the first thing I thought of when I seen Milo come running back in, like. So after the whole Milo fiasco, they were cooking in the kitchen and Amir was all quiet and somebody asked him, you know, like, Amir, what's wrong? He was like, I want to know why I wasn't a part of the conversation where y'all was talking about Natalie and she's not here to defend herself. And I'm like, okay, go ahead, Amir. Like, he's really defending his girlfriend's honor. I really can't be mad at it, honestly. So Bria was saying, well, like, it's your girl. You need to take responsibility for your girl. She's the one who kind of caused all this. Like, we didn't want to say nothing to Tasia. Like, that was your girl, bro. And her voice had raised a little bit, and Amir was not having it. Amir was like, stop raising your voice at me. Like, he was... I was so tickled by that because, one, we've never seen Amir get into an argument. And so for him to, like, yell like that was just kind of funny to me. Like, stop raising your voice at me. And he storms off and slams the door. And he was heated, baby. He was heated. But they later on apologized to each other, so all is well. But I appreciate him for, you know, trying to stick up for Natalie. He like if y'all gonna talk about Natalie behind her back and she's not here to defend herself, y'all need to invite me into the conversation. I don't think they were saying anything negative about Natalie. They just saying the facts. Like, Natalie is the one that wanted to tell Tasia. Those are just the facts of the matter. Like, this is what it is. But I feel like anytime they argue in their house, they never fully, like, address the issue. Like, they just kind of, like, skate around it and yell, not yell, whatever, but they never really, like, get to the bottom of things. I don't know. It's weird, but anyway, it's the last night in the house, so half of the group is going biking, the other half stay home and chat. And so Jordan asked Bria this question. She was like, do you think Simon is your soulmate? And Bria said it straight up. She was like, no. My soulmate isn't Tribeca, it's not Simon. But, and I think that's actually okay for her to say, because I really don't feel like, I don't think that you have to be with your soulmate, okay? Soulmate does not always equate partnership. 2, I don't think your soulmate has to be a romantic partner in your life. Like, I really think best friends can be soulmates to one another. Like, I don't think, I don't think your soulmate has to be your partner. And she was like, I think me and Simon are going to get married one day. Like, he's my person, but I don't think he's my soulmate. And I honestly think that's a-okay to say. truly. So Jasmine is hosting a dinner on the beach for their last night. The setup was really nice. The food looked amazing. They had the ocean and the sunset as their backdrop. It looked really beautiful. They ended up playing this impersonation game, and so Alex, no, not Alex. Noelle had to impersonate Alex, and y'all, she was so bothered. Like when she seen his name, she was like, oh my gosh, she was so bothered, and I'm just like, y'all just really should have seen the look on that girl face. Like, there you go again, Noelle, being bothered by Alex when Alex is not stun you. He's not. Like, if Alex would have picked up Noelle's name, he wouldn't have thought twice about it. But like, Noelle was so bothered, she really didn't want to impersonate him. I'm like, girl, you thinking about it too much. Like, he's not thinking about you to the same capacity, Noelle. Like, please move it along. One moment that I thought was really special, Jasmine was in her confessional. She's talking about how Silas is thousands of miles away and she's pregnant and she really feels on her own. And Ian walks the rest of the cast to join her in her confessional. And I really thought that was a special moment because here she is talking about how she feels alone, and the cast comes in to uplift her and let her know that she's not alone. And I really hope they keep that same energy off camera, you know, because she's still pregnant and Silas is still away, so she's really going to need that support from her friends. So I hope they keep that same energy, but I thought that moment was really special. So that's it. They did tell us 6 months after leaving the house that Jasmine gave birth. Silas wasn't there for the birth, but he did make it 16 hours after the birth, so I'm glad he was able to join her in the hospital. But y'all, that's it. That's a wrap for season 2. I rate this season like a 5 out of 10. It really left much to be desired. I really think Summer was the star of the show, honestly. Without Summer's drama and chaos in the house, like, it would have been more like a 2 for me, honestly. Bria came close second because Bria's just crazy. But that's it. Let me know your thoughts on the show. Let me know your thoughts on the season. How would y'all rate this show? We are going to have a reunion next week, so I'm excited about that. This is their first reunion, so I'm excited how they're going to, you know, answer these questions and have proper dialogue with each other. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.